Hello everyone, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Just doing a check of all the things as usual. How's the audio, how's the video? I think we're good. Let's get a thumbnail. I'm going to zoom in on our subject for today. Check it out, check it out. You guys down for a second. What about there? How's that? Is that for an angle? I think we're looking good. I'll lower you a little bit. It's all about the angles, you know, all about the angles. Give me a second, I'm just going to check all the things, make sure we're streaming on Twitch, Kick and YouTube. I'm just going to jump over to my Kick, check the channel, make sure we're live there. Hello Kick, how you doing? Alright, cool, looking good, looking beautiful folks. Also going to jump over to my YouTube, check the channel there too. Same username on all the platforms. Alright, cool. We're good. Okay. Hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. If you're new to my live streams, my name's Cliff. I am an IRL live streamer from Auckland, New Zealand. And basically, I help folks with IRL while also taking some photos and playing some Pokemon Go. I have quite a bit planned for today's live stream. Let me just turn down my preview. Throw me off a little bit, always does, but I need to make sure that, you know, the audio is working and all that good stuff. Okay, so just look at a few details here in my streaming app. So we're starting off with the iPhone 11. It's an older model, about 6 years old now, and I want to do some demonstrations. So that's one part of today's live stream, demonstrating this app that I've been using called Moblin. So Moblin lets you do a whole bunch of stuff you couldn't do before. So they've made it possible. Things like being able to get an action camera like this one, the Action 4 from DJi, get the video from that into Moblin so that I can broadcast it with my phone. Now DJi have their own app called Mimo, but it's a bit, you know, it could be better, let's just say that. Whereas what Moblin are doing, pretty cool stuff. So yeah, you can get video from Action 4 into your mobile phone using a different app, not the Mimo one. You can use better technologies for IRL live streaming like H.265 inside of Moblin and SRT, a lot better streamlined to be able to live stream. And that's what I use. I talk about it in my YouTube videos. So that's one demonstration I'd like to do. Get this working in there and then show you how it works too. Also want to get the footage or video from another device into Moblin, so that's another thing, and that would be the S23 Ultra, which I've got hanging from my lanyard. So that little square grid thing, that is how I control my stream, start, stop and whatnot. And that app is called IRL Link. I have videos on this one as well, you know. They're the Bro DJ Reminisce. Hey brother. Hey my bro, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody on this Friday and very grey day today. Fortunately, it's not cold and it's not wet like it has been. So this weather of ours has been a bit, you know, a bit funny. my bro. Yeah, so there was the video from the Action 4 into Moblin. I'd like to demonstrate screen sharing. So how do you get the whatever I'm looking at on my iPhone on the screen for you as well. I also want to, so Action 4 into Moblin, I want to get my other phone into Moblin, but rather than using RTMP, I'll use SRT instead. So that's something I haven't demonstrated. And actually, check my notes. One moment. Okay, let's go over the notes. RTMP stream into Moblin, SRT stream into Moblin, screen share gameplay in Moblin, screen share with RTMP from Action 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 things I'd like to do, while also putting this bad boy to the test. And that is the Anker 27,650 milliampere hour battery bank. So it's the first battery bank that I'm quite happy to recommend to folks. I've got other battery banks, but they just haven't cut it for me. And this is what I'm going to be using on my trip to South Korea. So I need something that's going to last a long time. And that will last a long time. It's a bit of a beast. So let's see what's happening in the chat. Mr. Dave, how's it going? What app do I use to stream with optical image stabilization for the Samsung phone? Well, optical means the hardware has to have image stabilization. So if the hardware doesn't, then you can't have optical. So for example, usually the back camera, so I'll show you my little phone here, my little phone, S23 Ultra, right? So I've got the S23 Ultra. The camera on the front, that little dot there that you might be able to see, that one has no optical stabilization. It's too small. Maybe one day they could put one in there. So it doesn't have electronic stabilization either. Don't know why. And on the other side, we've got 5 lenses, I think. 5, right? The one in the middle, the back camera, which is usually the best camera for all phones, it can do both optical and electronic. So when I'm using my S23 Ultra, I use that one the most. The 10 times optical zoom lens, I think maybe this one here, that one can do both, and the ultra wide can only do electronic. So when I use IRL Pro, it tells me what type of stabilization is available for each of the cameras. I'll see if I can find it. I'm trying to do this one-handed. So I've got a little mini tripod today. The one that I really like, and I've talked about a ton, that's the JJ02 from Ulanzi. Now it's a great little mini tripod, but of course it's also so small I can't sort of put you guys here on like eye line with me. You'd have to be on the ground like this. But I'm still a big fan of it. Great little tripod. Let's see, IRL Pro. Just going to go into the settings, and then for video, there is a camera section. It says start app with. Now if I click into there, not that one, flip between physical, oh yeah, that's the one. So video, settings, video, and then flip between physical sub cameras. Now I don't know if this is what you'll see on your phone, because Android, there's so many different phones out there. You may or may not have the same things that I do. Now, can you see that? Can you see that? Now, visually, it's a bit of a mess and kind of confusing. You don't really know what any of those mean, right? But I'll just go over it. Just wonder if I can take a photo. Not really. Okay. So it says logical camera, 75-degree field of view. Now that one is the rear cameras. So it says rear cameras, and then down the bottom it says front cameras. Now we've got one that is a 75 degree, that is the back camera. The 103 degree one is the ultra wide. Okay, we've got a 28 degree and an 8 degree, so that would be the super zoom, you know. Now beside each one of those field of view numbers, it tells you EIS, and OIS. So you'd want to choose one that says OIS and EIS, those two. And when I look for this, 103 degrees field of view just says EIS. That tells me that that camera, ultra wide, can only do electronic stabilization, which is, it's a bit weird when you look at it. It's kind of stretchy. Like what the app is doing is like pulling at the corners. That's how I can best describe it in order to try and straighten things out. So I don't really like EIS on its own. And then, oh, just turned off. 1 second. So 75 degree field of view, that's the back camera, the normal one. It says OIS and EIS. So basically, depends how they make their cameras, but generally there's like little springs in there that sort of move the camera around, and they optically stabilize your footage. So it actually takes something physical to move it around. You can't just add optical stabilization in it through like software. So it's a physical thing that has to be in the camera, if that makes sense. Doesn't have this, no. So all it does is it provides a way of broadcasting from your phone, your front, back camera, or whatever, to somewhere else. Now what I like about it is it gives you lots of options. Maybe too many options, but it gives you lots of options in order to send your video, phone footage, audio as well, to somewhere else. And some of those options are great for IRL, like H.265 and SRT. Now, in order to have disconnect protection, you need a computer that's sitting between your phone and the platform you're streaming to. There has to be something there that's going to hold the connection to the platform. So you, for example, if you just stream straight to the platform and you disconnect, that's it, stream's dead, it dies, you have to start a whole new stream. So what that middle computer, what I call a middleman, does is it connects to the platform, and it's got a really good solid connection, unlike your mobile one. Like my one at home, solid fiber internet, Ethernet cables, Cat 6, Cat 5 or whatever, all the cats. So that connection, very, very unlikely to disconnect. So if I streamed at home, no problems. But when you use mobile, all sorts of issues. You know, bad signal here, it might be fine 1 minute, terrible the next. So that's why you need to broadcast from your phone to that computer in the middle, and then that one keeps the connection connected to the platform. Yeah, so it takes something. You're going to need a service, a computer or whatever between them, because none of the platforms, they're going to provide that. There's no incentive to. Well, Twitch has one if you're streaming directly to the platform from home, but it only lasts 90 seconds. Whereas the kind of disconnect protection we have, you can be disconnected for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour, however long you're disconnected, and it takes you to reconnect. That main one is going to stay connected to the platform. Cool. Looking for other options for OIS with Samsung phone. Well, that's a hard one, because yes, you have to look for that stat. Blame Cliff. Hey, Masingo. How's it going? How you doing? How you doing? You good? Have you done any spending? Spending that you can't blame on me? If you buy this battery bank, then yes, we can say blame me. But if you don't buy it, if you've already got a battery bank, then I'm in the clear. But yeah, I bought this for the South Korea trip, and that's going to be in my bag. It's going to be kind of in the background of the stream as we go around and play some Pokemon. I'm planning to test this with the Catch 200 challenge today if we don't run out of light, which we probably will do. We're at 4:20 p.m. now. To be honest, I think I ordered one of those this week. Really? Hey, but I've only just talked about it. First time mentioning it today, so you can't blame me for that. If you bought it now, using my affiliate link, of course, then yes, okay, cool. Fair game. I'm just going to move my eScooter over a little bit, so keep an eye on it. Okay, let's grab another seat. Too bad I didn't bring my other thing, because I do have a tripod here, but I can't connect my phone to it. Let's see. So I do blame you retrospectively. Fine. Okay. My boss needed one for going overseas. Ah, cool. Yeah. So there's a few reasons why I got this one. We'll kind of jump around topics a little bit. Let me just check the chat here. So okay, right. So let's go back to the phone. If you want a phone with good stabilization, you have to check the specs and make sure it has optical stabilization for at least the back camera. So that one usually has the best camera in it for low light and stabilization. So I would use this one. I'd only use the ultra wide when it's really bright, but in general, I don't like the look of the ultra wide. I like the super ultra wide that you can have on these. So I generally stick with that one, the back camera and the selfie, the wider one that it gives me. And if you're going to be using the front camera a lot, I recommend getting a gimbal, especially if you're using Samsung, because my S23 Ultra, it provides no stabilization on the front, so no electronic, no optical, of course, and I don't think the 24 had it, and I'm pretty sure the 25 doesn't either. So the cameras, they've done some changes with the zoom on them, so I believe, and the megapixels. They went from this, which could do 10 times optical zoom, to 5 times optical zoom with the 24, but they bumped up the megapixels. I think that's why the zoom on this gets a little weird now, if I'm already in that sort of wide look and I start to zoom in, because IRL Pro, I think, rather than switching to the zoom camera, it uses the digital, because that's what all the new phones are doing. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so look out for those details, look out for optical stabilization, what has what. If you're getting an Ultra, they'll basically have the best of everything that they can do in the Samsung ecosystem. Otherwise, I don't really know much about the other sort of mid-range, low-end models, but I'll keep an eye out for those. And it's whether those phones will overheat or not. So one of the things that I was looking for jumping over to Samsung, maybe almost 3 years ago, was what was the best phone for IRL. People were saying the S23 Ultra. I heard nothing about the normal S23. I went, oh, okay. Well, I didn't really want a big phone. Ended up getting that one, the S23 Ultra. This was all the people who were recommending it. Now, some of the reasons were that, it doesn't overheat, and this one hasn't overheated on me. The iPhone has gotten pretty toasty. Hasn't yet overheated on me. Gotten pretty close though. I'm using a back camera on Samsung phone, not a gimbal. Just need other alternatives. IRL Pro thinks. I don't think there are any. The only other option on Android is Larix, IRL Pro. Those are the two that I know. If anyone knows any others on Android, please leave a comment in the YouTube live description, comment section, or tell us. But yeah, Android side, that's it. That's all I got. On iPhone, there is Larix, Moblin. Moblin's pretty much the king at the moment. of all the things they're rolling out. There are Larix-based apps like Screencast Pro. One of them, I think I pulled from the marketplace. It's very hard to get it unless you already downloaded it a while ago. But yeah. And then the other apps I know of, like Streamlabs doesn't give you SRT, so you could use that, but you'll be using RTMP, which is a very chunky protocol. There is Prism Live, which I played around with very briefly, and all the things that I'm used to, it didn't have things like audio meter. I rely on that to be able to see my levels. And Moblin has a little tiny little audio meter at the top, but at least it's something. Whereas IRL Pro has a nice, great, chunky one, which I love. So I can very clearly see my audio meters in IRL Pro. And let's see. Oh, so you're going to be using the back camera, so you don't want to use a gimbal, just need other alternatives. How are you going to be able to read your chat? So that's one thing I like about the setup that I'm using. I can look at my phone, read the chat off to the side. So if you're using the one on the back, you can't see your chat. But I suppose you could just do it this way, like how I would do it when I'm using the Action camera. Read it off the other phone. Should I get Speedify? I want one cellular connection to Wi-Fi. In my experience, it was, well, this is going back a little while. It wasn't as good as the other alternatives. Like, I think the best way of getting multiple connections is with Moblin. Because with Moblin, you can bond as many as you want. They've just made it that good. So, but that means your main streaming phone would have to be an iPhone. Now, I'm not sure who so we had a chat last week. Someone had an iPhone, but they didn't want to use it as a streaming phone. Was it you, Dave, or someone else? Yeah, because with Moblin, you could have, like this phone here, I'm using Moblin. That is my primary streaming phone. So it's got a SIM card in it, so that's one connection. And then with each additional Android, I just install Moblin in it. See that? See that? Moblin. And then I can share this internet with the main one. That's it. Easy. Whereas Speedify, I think you had to get a plan for each additional phone, and it was about $99 a year or something. It's going to add up. Do they? Somebody else is going to be filming. I'm going to read the chat on a different phone as I'm being filmed. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Can't use Moblin because I don't have an iPhone. Wow. Okay. What about an older iPhone? Doesn't have to be a new one. Get like a refurbished one for... see, this is an 11, 6-year-old phone. And I think they're going for 400, 500 New Zealand dollars, about 250. I don't know if they sell them over there, refurbished, but yeah, they're quite a bit cheaper than a brand new iPhone. And this one does okay for what I'm... Ooh, I need a plug in. How about that? So, where's our battery bank? Battery bank's over there. As this battery is chewing through some juice right now. Fortunately, I have this battery bank called the Anker 27,650 milliampere hour battery bank. 99 watt hours of power, making it travel safe for me to take to South Korea. They will not confiscate it. It's under the highest watt hour value that they allow. So yes, and it's 250 watts, guys. Each one of these ports supplies plenty of power. So let me have a look. Does it have those details here? Yeah, I don't remember, but it had heaps, okay? Like one of the USBs could do, I think it was like 100 watts, 60 watts, 45 watts. So my Samsung, it can do fast charging at 45 watts fast charging. Now, up until I got this one, I couldn't do that kind of fast charging because all my other battery banks, I think the highest one was 22.5 watts. So to keep my phone charged, you know, we've got this bad boy now, and this is going to give fast charging to my iPhone. iPhone can do 18 watts fast charging. Samsung 45 watts fast charging. Don't know if the Samsung will let me stream and have that 45 watt fast charging as well. I've got a feeling the phone is going to drop the fast charging down to a slower, more manageable level. It's going to decide for us to say, nah, sorry Cliff, you're streaming, we're going to change your fast charging from 45 watts to 25 or something. That's my guess, but I don't know. I'd need like little power meter checker things to see how much the Samsung is actually drawing, whether it's doing the 45 or something slower. But on the Samsung, it actually tells you visually what kind of fast charging it's doing. Green color, I think, was just like standard fast charging. Blue color was the super fast charging. But I need a good stabilization. Don't want to buy a $1,000 phone. I already have Samsung. Well, you don't have to buy a $1,000 phone. You just buy a refurbished iPhone. You're going to need something for the other connection anyway, right? Unless you've already got a hotspot. But that's what I would do. Yeah, with IRL Pro, you can only bond one other connection with that app. So that is, so you got the SIM card in the Samsung, and then you have the Wi-Fi or internet from the other phone. Hi Linda, hello, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're having fun on this Friday evening. I'll just wave. Hello everyone. We're just sitting and having a chat, and I want to demonstrate some things. So let's grab a seat. Ooh, I can't put you guys onto here. Whoops, touch the thing. So we will have to just walk somewhere, sit down, and then you can demonstrate some of the things the Moblin can do. Loving the questions, but also got stuff to cover as well. Well, Moblin stabilization is a little funny. Now, you'll be able to see that when I go for a walk now. I've got it on standard stabilization at the moment, and we're on the front camera. That's one thing I like about iPhones. iPhones have pretty decent stabilization, front and back. Now, it might seem quite shaky for you, perhaps, but when I compare the front camera on the iPhone 11 versus the front camera on the S20 Ultra, it's night and day difference. The Ultra clearly has no stabilization in it at all, whereas I think the iPhone front and back is both equally pretty good, even in this older 11. I really do need to plug you guys in. So let's get our battery bank. I don't know why it's burning through the battery. Have I left something on? Oops, upside down. Hopefully, I'll be okay up there. Hopefully. Now, I have been getting into 3D printing, and this is one of my cases for the Bella Box that I've been working on. Version, I lost count. I don't have the Bella Box with me today. We've been saving that for weekend tests. Let's see. So, I think it's this one. Little grey cable I want to use. Throw that in here. Coil this up. And Oh, it's the other cable. That's right. This other one we want to use with the magnetic bit in it. Okay, battery bank. Currently, we're at 100% battery on the Anker. You see, 100%. Press TOS to enable Bluetooth. No. Okay, well, we'll pop that in there. Popping that in our case, and then our cable with the magnetic bit. So we're going to pop that in. iPhone is at 64%, so it dropped down crazy fast. So we got on charging, and this battery bank can supply fast charging for the iPhone, even the USB-A port. So that was one thing I wanted to be able to do, supply fast charging on all the ports to my different devices. So I could do 18 watts fast charging for the iPhone on the USB-A port, and then it could do the 45 watt fast charging on one of the USB-C ports. Okay, so we're at 7.5 watts of charging for the iPhone. Now what it'll do is it'll give you like an initial burst of fast charging, and then it'll slow down over time. So it won't do that like full 18 watts, you know. It might also depend on the cable, what kind of cables you've got connected, where they can supply, you know, the faster charging. So I'm just checking, 7.2 watts. Yeah, interesting. So maybe I should have had it connected to one of the other ports instead, or used a different cable. I think that's it. Anyway, we'll just leave that for now. And we're at 60% battery over here. You might have to swap the cables out, go USB-C to USB-C, because I want the bank to be able to stay on top of the battery drain that it's going through now. So 60, I'm curious to see the value go up rather than going down. So yeah, that is this battery bank. First time using it properly, IRL, 250 watts. Good. I could have done an unboxing today, but I did not. Because I wanted to charge it. It was something like 30% battery when I got it. I still have some of the bits and bobs in here. Just want to see some of those numbers. Okay, so charge it. Not that one. Oh, I know. I must have left it at home. There's a pamphlet which shows the wattage that each of the ports can supply, depending on how many devices you got hooked up. Now, what I noticed with my other ones, and that's the thing with these battery bank companies, is now they'll say 1 wattage, what it can do, but then once you start plugging in other things into the same bank, then what it can supply changes. And that's why you'll have like a 20,000 mAh battery bank that's $40 compared to this one, which is, you know, it's not a cheap battery bank, but it supplies all that extra power, you know. So that's why I got this one. I'd use a DJi Action 4 with Moblin, but I'm worried about it overheating after a few hours. I'm worried about latency with the mic too. Well, good thing I'm doing all these tests, and in fact I'll be using that combo today. Oh, that's the plan, to get around to that. So Action 4 right here, Moblin, which I'm running at the moment, and I'm going to play around with some of the audio settings, because there's one that auto selects the mic, and I think that's part of what throws things off. Is once you're connected to the mic of the Action 4, and somehow Moblin switches back to the front camera, it's still using the other audio. So I think that is going to take a little bit of sussing out, you know. Okay, so we have you guys plugged into the battery bank, the Anker 250 watt battery bank. Weighs 600 grams, so it's a bit of a beast. Yeah, and it's an odd shape. It's tall, which kind of works for my bag. So this bag that I got here, I could just line everything vertically across. Now let's find a seat. Actually, I need a table. Don't know if there's one here. So we are testing the stabilization inside of Moblin. I've got you guys on a little mini tripod, the Ulanzi JJ02. The audio is the HorizonBalancing M2, which I think is a little more on the high end. Doesn't have much of the low end that the DJi mics have. So I suppose vocally it's pretty good. But I do like the fuller sound that the DJi mics have. A little bit of that low end. So it's just like a personal preference. I think if you were to get either or, you'd have a pretty good mic. That'd be the Mic 2, got good sound. The Mic Mini, I really like, just of how small it is. And then there is the Mic 2. My only thing with that is I do not recommend buying the receiver by itself unless you have an Action 4. So that's what I did a little while back. That was not a great buy. But now that I've got the Action 4, I use it all the time with that combo. Okay. Let's grab our list. Let's do the Moblin stuff first. So firstly, maybe I should do screen share. Yeah. It's the best way about it. Although if I get the Action 4 in there first, Action 4, other phone, screen share, then I can show you what I'm doing, and then screen share with the Action 4. So screen share definitely has to go first before the Action 4 stuff. Maybe SRT, that is a new thing. Let's see if I can put you guys down somewhere. Oh, actually, if I have screen share on, then you can see how I'm doing that. Okay, let's try putting you guys on here. Oops, power came undone. We were at 64%, so that is good. That means our battery bank is staying above the battery drain. I think I need you up here. Very professional stream as always. and then hope, pray the phone doesn't go flying. So I'm going to pop you into my little eScooter bag. I need somewhere higher. We're a little bit of an angle. Hopefully that's okay. Okay, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swipe down from the top right hand corner for my iPhone, and then I'm going to bring up screen sharing. So I'm going to swipe that down now, and then there's the button to press and hold to start screen recording, start broadcast. Now I think should have a screen capture now. I'm just going to bring up IRL link and then check the preview. Oh, okay. I need to bring our thing in. So, yeah. Picture. Oh, I know why. Because I don't actually have a screen share on the scene, the front camera. So I am going to try and add one. Going to go to settings, scenes, front camera, and then will it let me add a widget? I'm going to add picture-in-picture screen, so an existing one, and then I'm going to close. So I can see it, but it's really small. So let's move it. So picture-in-picture, rotate. Actually, I'm not sure if that was a good idea. Let's go make that smaller. I have a look down here. So my camera is now tiny. Everything's sideways, I mean, for me. Scenes. Going to go to front camera. Right. Front. We've got our picture-in-picture. I'm going to change this to 0. And then this one to 0. So our coordinates will be top left corner. And then I don't know what this should be. So maybe let's try 35 for our width. 37. Oh, actually, I think our y coordinate needs to be 7. 7. And do these have to be equal values? So let's try 35 for our width and for height. No, 35. Why is these like decimal values? I think when you just change it, it should be like a whole number rather than a decimal value. But then you can still type in something smaller. Uh, 55. I'm also not sure what these values mean, because it's not pixels of the output. Is it a percentage? Now, is this working? Doesn't seem to have gotten any bigger. 65. So a lot of tinkering, right? To get it just right. Oh, shucks. No, no. 65. I have a feeling it's 70. Do you notice how the quick buttons, they're colored? I didn't know you could do that. But in the section, that is the colored buttons there. You can choose what color they are. Makes it easier to see which one is which, you know, and you can categorize them as well. Let's try 72. Yeah, 100. Go straight to 100. Well, no, not 7,000. Okay, I think that's right. And I feel like moving it to the side. So I think it's 35. Oh, is it 72? Let's try 72. It's kind of, not quite. 77.875. Must be perfect. Actually, I'm pretty sure under one of these other ones. So I've got a scene for screen share. Right? Is it that one? Or that one? $92.8, 69, 3.7. So is that it? So go back to front. PIP screen, 3.7, 96.8. Oh, so that one's 69, eh? 69, magical number. And then I think something like 72.3. That one. Oh no. Oh no. 74. How's our battery? Oh, I can't see. Can't see it. 74.5 perhaps? We've almost got it. No. 74.9. Is that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that it? I don't see a gap. And I think I've got space. Let's try 74.8. Nope, it's 74.9. Yeah, oh yeah. This is the problem with being a perfectionist. Everything has to line up perfectly. Okay. So, there is picture-in-picture mode. How do we do it? Wow. If I can remember, you want to add a widget. So this section at the bottom, the section that you can see there, widgets. Let's go back. So it'll close out. All right, I'm going to tap on settings. Now it's hidden by my graphics, but for the moment, I've got everything in portrait mode. And there's a quick link button to change it to normal. I don't know what that's going to do with our thing. Okay, right. So the portrait mode's handy if you're not using your iPhone as the primary device. So when I've got the action running into here, then I'll put in portrait mode. But at the moment, let's just change things back around again. We're forced into portrait mode, but the camera is still that way. If I rotate it, so for me it looks fine, you guys will be sideways. But that's not the case when we've got an Action 4 connected. So let's just rotate you back around. I will just work sideways. I'm going to go into settings, and then we're going to go into scenes. For the, what are we going to do? Oh, we're going to go down to the bottom where there's widgets. I'm going to create a new widget. Go into the widget, a new one. You give it a name. You could call it, I don't know, PIP for picture-in-picture or whatever. The name doesn't really matter. You can always change it later. For type, you would select video source. I think that one? Yeah. I'm doing this from memory. My memory's not the best. Okay, so type video source, and then below that we have video source. You go into there, and that's where you can select something else. So in this case, we're going to choose screen capture, already selected. So there, screen capture. Then we're good here. We'll go back, or you could close. So name, my widget, type, video source, corner radius, won't worry about that right now. Rotation, nope, and crop enabled, don't need to worry about that. So that's basically it. And then when you go to the scene, like the front camera, like this one, that's where you can add the widget, like this one here. So let's go to the back camera, and then we'll add a widget. We're going to add my widget. Oh, actually, we'll use the one that we're already using because it's already broadcasting. So we'll add this one, which I've already set up and is active on the front camera. So if you tap it, this is how you position it on the screen. So what we were looking at before, you know, the X and Y coordinates. X is left across the screen, Y is up and down. The width, how wide, how tall it is, etc. And then we'll just go back. Actually, we can close out. So we're currently on the front camera. If you look down the bottom, well, front, back, Actually, I'll just rotate the screen. So back in landscape mode. Okay. So we've got front, back, OA4 PIP. So front is the front camera, back is the back camera, and OA4 is for the Action 4, which we'll do in a bit. So I'll go back to the front camera. Ooh. The layout sort of changed for me, but it looks the same for you. Okay, all right, all good, all good. All right, got that, guys? I'm just going to type something in chat because what happened? Chat app. The chat seems to be all out of order. Interesting. This hyena guy. Hey hyena. How's it going? How are you doing? Oh yeah, by the way guys, you got 1 week to download all your highlights. I've just spent this whole week working on that. And I was very late hours. It's very tiring. Hard work. But finally got there. What a pain that was. Alright, how are we doing on the battery? 55%. I think it's this cable. All is well. Hyena, great. All is well, yeah, thank you. Nice day, pretty chill weather. What have you been up to, Hyena? Let's change it back to portrait mode. I wonder if the layout will update for me. Oh yeah, that's better, I think. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so we've checked off one thing. We've got screen share working. I've demonstrated how to do that. I think I should try SRT stream into Moblin. So for that, I'm going to go into the settings, and then we've got SRT LA server. I've got one already called this one here. Maybe I should try to start over on that one. Okay. SRT LA server. I was just laughing at my string key. So what we're going to do is we're going to broadcast from this phone into Moblin. And I've done this or demonstrated it with RTMP, but you can go SRT instead. So we're going to create a new stream. So that is the name for it at the moment. We'll just change this to S23. S23. Oh, Jesus. Remember, I'm trying to type this sideways, so, yes. S, come on. S23. Cool. A stream ID is ridiculous. There's no way I'm going to remember that, but I'm just going to type in 1 because auto select mic. I don't think we'll do that. We're going to turn it off. Enable the SRTLA server to see URLs. Okay, oh yeah. So we're going to go back and then we're going to enable it. Go here, and then we've got some URLs that I can pop into my other phone. So I'm just going to copy this one and then go back. We're going to close out of that. Now, I do need to, let's see. do need to transfer it to my S23. So I'm going to stop the, yeah. So I'm just going to stop broadcasting the screen share. No battery, longer streams. Well, I want to do a test of it doing the Catch 200 Pokemon Go stream, and it's purposely it's for South Korea. And when I'm there, I want to do long streams, so we'll need to test this battery for that, and if it's able to keep up with the battery drain of the 11, which is quite an old phone. I just realized that when I swipe out of Moblin, we won't have a camera. So maybe we should set up RTMP for the Action 4. All right, that way we'll have a camera. Okay, so in that case, we are going to turn on screen sharing. Longer streams, longer streams. Okay, right, cool. So we're going to go into settings, RTMP server. We've got one for the Action 4. So Action 4, got a string key, which I'll change. Auto select mic I've turned off. Enable RTMP server. So let's see, create stream. So basically you've got your name, got your string key, latency, auto select mic, which you can turn on and off like that. So that's one part of it. So go back to RTMP server. So it's currently off. I'll delete that one because I've already got one for the Action 4. We're going to enable it. So RTMP server is enabled. And we want to use the Action 4. I'll go back. We've got some scenes. And then I've got a scene here for S23 picture-in-picture front. So we'll choose that one. It's going to be visible in our cameras list. We'll turn off this one. So for me, I can choose from a front camera, back camera, and S23 picture-in-picture front. So if we go into there, we've got the name of, let's go back, that one, name, S23, front camera, which is front wide, no rotation, override stabilization is off, full frame is off, and then we've got our picture. Yeah. So I am going to close and go to settings. Scroll down here, we've got a section for DJi devices. So I'll need to jump into, no, I don't need Mimo, that's right. Close out of that, go back to IRL link. So no Mimo app. I am going to turn on the action. Action camera is on. Hey? Linnea gifted a sub to Mary. Thank you, Linnea. Did you mean to do that? Thank you. Mary, if you're there, thank Linnea for the gifted. Appreciate it. Let's go. Okay, we're getting there, guys, we're getting there. Okay, Action 4 We've got a SSID and password. That is the Wi-Fi from this phone. So I'm just going to go into that. Connections. Hotspot mode. Need to make sure it's enabled. Going to go into the hotspot. For this, the Action 4 needs 5 GHz preferred. So I'm just going to enable it. Alright, so we've got 5 GHz preferred enabled on S23 Ultra. So that's very important. On iPhone, it is you turn off maximize compatibility inside your hotspot settings. Okay, so that hotspot's enabled here. Very important. So other phone. Then we've got our SSID password from the hotspot of the other phone. I'm going to try to start live stream. It's connecting. Preparing to live stream on here. Moment of truth. Just swipe over to IRL link so I can hear what's happening. So it says streaming. I think what I need to do is to change to a scene in here that has the Action 4. So we've got front, back, and OA for picture-in-picture. Now I'll choose that other scene. Or maybe not. Let's see. This says preparing to stream. So let's go back in. RTMP server is enabled. Okay, so that part is fine. Connecting to DJi device Action 4. Oh, okay, so disconnected. Now it's preparing to live stream. Where am I trying to go? So DJi devices, streaming. Then maybe the URL. Action 4 stream URL. Does this one need to be... Oh, I think the iPhone needs to be connected to the S23 as well. So they're all on the same network. So, so let me try that. 1 second, guys. Just going to swipe out. How are we doing? How are we doing? Ad break over. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Okay. I'll try it back over here. Okay. I'm just going to double check things. RTMP server for the Action 4. So what happens is, so this needs a Wi-Fi to connect to. That's why we have the other phone. So this phone, let's just double check it. So connections and mobile hotspot tethering. Mobile hotspot is on. We'll go to the network, 5 gigahertz preferred. So that's really important. I might just turn on Moblin too. Maybe that's part of it. So this Moblin, we'll add that into our list of stuff. That one, this app allows you to share your connection from a Android device or even another iPhone if you've got Moblin installed on multiple iPhones. And then you just go into the Moblin section. If they're on the same network, then they can share their connection. So if I have lots of Androids, then I could share them with the main streaming phone. So there's the other thing. And if we look at the top, you see how it says S23 82%. That is the S23 Ultra and its battery level. So we go, oh, okay, we're at 82% battery. You can see it from the main streaming phone. Now we're still trying to connect with this one. So let's see. So we're sharing the connection. On my other phone, I am just going to check. Connecting to, yeah, so the connection isn't quite right. RTMP server, Action, stream key, latency, auto select mic. Let's just turn off the RTMP server, Action 4. Turn it back on. That's the thing with this, is we will get there. Okay, so DJi devices, it says it's streaming, but I'm just going to stop live stream. I'm just going to check for the details. So I've got the name of our DJi device. So there's our device in the settings. So that looks fine. Our Wi-Fi password, so that the Action 4 can connect to the S23 Ultra. Actually, I don't think this needs, oh, wait a minute. Let me check that the hotspot isn't on the iPhone. Personal hotspot's off, okay, cool. Okay, alright. So everything looks fine so far. Come on, back. Screen unlocked. Okay, type 7. Yep, stream, Action 4. So select server if you want the DJi Action camera to stream to Moblin's RTMP server on this device. RTMP server on this device. Select custom to make sure the DJi camera is streamed to any destination. Oh, actually, for URL, under, they're just going to select the one at the very top. Okay, I'm just going to turn on screen share. Hey MediaTek, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, started screen sharing. We're going to get this. We're going to crack it. With an iPhone 11. If you got a newer iPhone, you will be fine. Okay. Hey, thank you. Alright. DJi device. We've got Action 4. Got the SSID of the S23 Ultra. So that is our thing that the Action 4 is going to connect to for internet. We have the type, which is server. Stream, DJi Action 4. For URL, I just selected the one at the top. It was on the second one. So we'll try that. Resolution 1080p. 10 megabits per second for a bitrate, so a high video quality from here into the iPhone. And then stabilization, we're going with HorizonBalancing. So that would give us the other options. We'll go with that for the Action 4. Auto start stream when broken. Yes. Okay. Start live stream. Bam. Oops, this is off. That's wake up. Discovering. Connecting, pairing, preparing to stream, preparing to live stream on here. Now I need it to say live. So when it says live, and it does, it says live over here. So that's good. No, so at the moment it is DJi devices. They've got an API that third-party app developers can connect with. So I think that's what Moblin are using. They've applied to be able to use their API and be able to connect from an DJi device, like an Action 4 drone, into Moblin. So GoPro would need something like that for them to be able to do that. I don't know if they do. Okay, so we're going to switch to the OA4 PIP scene. Let's try that. Okay, now we should also be using the internal mic of the Action 4. So this is what the internal mic sounds like. Why are we using the iPhone? I think we are. I think we're using iPhone. Test, 1, 2, 3. Actually, this isn't bad, as long as I don't point the camera back at me. But if we switch back to the front camera, then there won't be any jankiness with the audio, right? Hello? Hello? The thing is, if you point this camera back at you, then there will be. So I'll switch scenes back to the OA4 PIP scene. So we're still using the Holyland Larkin 2. Hello? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So switch back over to the front camera. We're using the internal, we're using the audio of the iPhone, which I have a You see that? So the iPhone, we've got the HorizonBalancing Liking 2 connected to it. That is the audio that we're currently using. So if we were to switch modes to front, back, or the Action 4 scene, we would still keep using this one. But we can have it so that it auto detects which mic to use. Hello everyone, how's it going? How you're doing? So let's see, MediaTek, which is your main cam here? Well, the one that is selfie, that is the iPhone 11. And this one, when we switch to this scene, is the Action 4. Yeah, so you're currently listening to the audio that's attached to the iPhone, which is HorizonBalancing Liking 2. And even when we switch to Action 4, it's still using that audio. Now, if we change one of the settings inside of Moblin, we can have it auto-detect mics. And then you will be able to see which mic is being used up here, and you can't see that. But do you see in the top left corner of my screen share where it says wireless microphone? That is the currently active microphone, which is the HorizonBalancing. Follow X follow, no one does that. YouTube MediaTek, let's see, how do you switch on Moblin? Well, there are these buttons. Oh, you might not be able to see them. Let's try changing up the layout. Okay, everything's sideways, but do you see where my video is? You'll, near the, I guess, bottom, or maybe the side now, it says front, back, OA4 PIP. That's how you change scenes, or cameras. I'm going to go into settings, and then scenes. Maybe it is back down to DJi devices, streaming. There's one where auto select mic. No, not in here. We'll go back. Maybe it's scenes. Scenes, and on this scene for the Action 4, you are welcome. Picture in picture scene, no. Video override stabilization. Yep, that's fine. That rate. Just trying to find it. Where was that again? Was it under RTMP? RTMP server enabled Action for auto select mic. Okay. So, yeah. I know, right? And they keep rolling out more and more updates, which is great. It's great, but also there's a lot of stuff to try and keep up with. They're going to have picture-in-picture mode too, with the internal cameras. That's a feature that a lot of people have been asking for. And Eric, I think the main guy behind it, he's been playing around with it on his iPad. I don't know if it'll come to like, well, it should, right, come to the phones, or even what versions will be able to handle the two cameras and stuff. Anyway, let's see, auto select mic. So we are going to close, go back to settings, connecting to this. So when we switch to the Action 4, we should have the audio from here. So let's do that now. R10 server. Oh, not enabled. That's important. That's important. Okay. So, guys got it. Clear as mud. Now we should be on the Action 4 audio. How is my voice to audio? Am I in sync with the Action 4? Looks like we're good. I'm also going to change things up inside of Moblin. I'm going to change it to vertical mode, and I can actually rotate it now. So see how everything's sideways? We've had to have it sideways this whole time, but because we're using Action 4, we can rotate it this way. Whoa! Okay. So now I can have it this way with the Action 4. In sync, great. So let me check you out of here, because it's looking a little precarious. So we're no longer using the Holiday Larkin 2. And I'll pop you guys up there. iPhone 11, remember, so if my phone can do it, and you've got anything that's this model or newer, you should be fine. Now, this is what I had you in before. Audio's not great, but we're going to fix that. So, forgive me on that. I'm going to put you in there. Because it's got HorizonBalancing on, you should still be straight. Cool. And I'll pop you guys on here. And then we've got my mic too here. Just going to power that on. It should connect to the Action 4. There we go. I think it has somehow defaulted to the iPhone mic. When I tap the iPhone. It is, yeah. There we go. That is one issue folks have been having, is the audio not choosing the correct thing, or the app not choosing the correct thing. So let's just try and fix it. I know. I'm going to go into settings. Yeah, so we've got this one here, right? iPhone audio, and we've also got the Action 4 video. Now when it uses this audio, the iPhone, it's going to be out of sync of the Action 4. So we need both the audio and video from the Action 4 going into the iPhone, but it's using the iPhone audio and the Action 4 video. So what we have to do, and whenever this happens, is you add a quick button. So settings, display, quick buttons, and you add one for DJi devices on off, so you have that on. Then down the bottom, or in my case, you select DJi devices. Which one was it? That one? Oh no, not that one. That one? No. That one? Okay, yeah. So you choose that one, you stop it and then start it. Stop. That should rejig it. Maybe, hopefully. Maybe, hopefully rejig it. Maybe, hopefully rejig it. So are we resynced again? Hello? Hello? Are we in sync now? Is the audio before the video, or are we still janky? So that's all it takes. You have to do that. So make sure you got DJi devices in your quick buttons menu, and then you just turn it toggle on off. Yeah, so whenever that's happened, it's because the audio has defaulted back to the iPhone, and they're just not in sync, because you got a wireless signal from the Action camera going into the phone. Whatever the phone has is always going to be faster. So whether the video or the audio, it's going to be faster than the Action 4. Yeah. So yeah, it's even just like a milliseconds off, it throws you off, hey, with that desync. But that's all you need to do. Just do that. Yeah, good. Okay, cool. So I've been demonstrating how to do it, how to set up all those things. But once you've done it the first time, doing it again is a lot quicker. It's that initial setup stuff that takes a while, I need to plug you guys an iPhone with our brand new battery bank, Anker, 27,650 mAh. So, bank, how are we doing? Oh, need to unplug this USB-A, plug in another one. So I could turn this off to save even more power, or save the battery a bit on this, because once you've got the Action 4 running, the screen doesn't need to be on for the iPhone. Let's just check that. So that we could let it charge up a bit. So it's actually properly off now. The screen share did stop though. Yeah. So it did wake up, but this is the only combination with Moblin where you can actually properly turn it off. Whereas there's like a blackout option in Moblin, which I don't know if that turns the screen off properly, or if it's just like an image or something. Yeah, whereas I've only seen this before with IRL Pro. IRL Pro can run in the background, so you can stream with the screen off, whereas this gives you that ability in Moblin. Yeah, have the screen off and continue streaming. Alright, so now that we've got that working, let me check. So I've covered RTMP stream into Moblin, and we did that with the Action 4. Action cam to Moblin over, yes, correct. So Moblin has an RTMP server. You turn that on inside of the app, and then you connect your Action 4 to that server. You've just got to select the wide URL. Pause. Hello, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yep, so I have Moblin on my S23 Ultra that's sharing internet to this phone. Although I would probably be able to do that anyway because I'm currently using BattlBox Cloud, and BattlBox Cloud gives you bonding to another phone. But this is better because let's say you can't afford BattlBox Cloud, you're going with port forwarding instead, or you just prefer that protocol or way of doing things, then you could still bond 1, 2, 3, 4 connections with Moblin. So yeah, there is my Moblin. This one is currently called S23. That's what would be showing inside of Moblin. All good. For the, oh yeah, hey, you are welcome. Glad you're enjoying them. And the live streams is where I test everything and try and wrap my head around it fully before I release a video. Make sure I've figured it out in my head so that I can write all the steps down and make them repeatable. Repeatable? Yeah, repeatable. So I think I've done this enough where I think I've figured it out. There's a little bit of troubleshooting there. I think it's just because of their URL. I wasn't choosing the correct one. You just got to choose the one that's at the very top of the list. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm going to reopen Moblin. And then I think, yeah, screen share did stop. Start broadcast. That's going to bring up our thing again. Okay, so should we, I don't know, this might be a bit hard on this one phone because it's already sharing the connection. Let's just try it anyway. Let's just try it anyway. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing I like as well with this. So now that we've got the Action 4 running, I can have this phone, the Moblin phone, in portrait mode. I wish you could do that normally. So, you know, the video preview was in a shorter size, and then you could see your chat and stuff like this, rather than having to use it this way. But yeah, we're in this mode now. It's the only time you can do it with this type of setup. This is Moblin, yeah. So you can see the chat. You could also hear the chat. So I'll turn the microphone up, the volume up. You try typing something in. And our microphone now is the DJi Mic 2, which is under here. Yeah. So before I was using this mic, Holly didn't like him too. And then now we're using the DJi Mic 2 connected to the Action 4.
How come your icon are in color?
You can change the button colors. So settings, display.
Says, hello.
Hello, yeah, hello. Quick buttons. So let's say draw. You tap on it and there's background, right? So you can choose a color. Tap on that, pick a color, and then that button will have that color. So it's a lot easier to see them, right? Don't you think? So I've categorized them. I'm not sure if that's the best colors to use, but it makes it a little bit easier to see what is what. I think the main one, like for today, is the portrait mode, being able to turn this thing landscape portrait. You know, so bam, that way or this way. So that's one I've been using a lot, and also the DJi devices button. So you need that whenever the audio goes all janky.
Cliff Reed says, YouTube. Core says, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
YouTube. Core says,
For
yes,
sure.
For sure.
Alright, I'll turn down the volume on that. But pretty cool that this has TTS built into it. I think Moblin are trying to have it be a one-stop shop for everything IRL. So it covers the lot. Pretty ambitious, that's the word. Okay, but next thing is we'll try and do a stream from this phone into Moblin. I don't think we're going to get the thing done today, guys. Actually, I need to turn this one on, turn up our volume so I can hear the TTS while I'm outside of IRL Link over here. I'm going to open up IRL Pro. I'm pretty sure I've created a connection already. No? Okay, guess I have to create a new one. Alright. Swipe back over. No, not that one. How's our battery doing? So we are going to go into settings. There is a section called SRT-LA server. So just like RTMP, but it's SRT-LA instead. It's currently enabled. I'm gonna turn it off. Okay. Enabled off. We've got one in there already for S23. Okay, right. So I'll just delete that one. I'm going to create a new one. We'll call it S23. S23. A lot easier to use vertically now that I can with the Action 4 working.
Cliff, do member videos unlock after a while or no?
Hi Blaze, how's it going? Do member videos unlock after a while or no? So I have some that are set as members first, and they can be about like a week before they become public. But some like members only streams, so they stay that way. But usually it'll say members first. So have a look for that, and I've got one that is going to be next week. It's kind of like the first of a few Action 4 videos. That's the next one coming up. But I kind of cover the basics in the next video. How to use the Action 4 with the DJi Memo app and get it to stream to one or more platforms. So that was one of my first tests. And then this stuff that I'm currently doing, it's newer. So with my tests and things, I'm still kind of figuring it out. Though I'll have other videos like with Moblin. So Action 4 to Moblin and Action 4 to Box. It's like it's quite a bit of stuff to cover. The most secure Stream ID ever, Stream ID 1. Don't recommend it. Auto select mic, yes, we'll go with that. And then enable SRT-LA server to see URLs. We're going to enable it. We're going to go S23. We're going to copy this one. Okay. Oh, what, a very simple one, like with the Memo app. Then yes, that one is next week. So, first video, some of my initial tests, how to get that working. And then I've yet to film a video on the, Moblin and Action 4 and Box. So yeah. So copy that one, and we'll go back to close.
Does GoPros work with Moblin or DJi?
DJi at the moment, I think, does the DJi have a API that third-party app developers can tap into? And I don't know if GoPro has one yet.
Yes, I finally got a Docker set up for SRT-LA and I just got my DJi Action 4.
Very cool, very cool. Action 4, alright. So I'm just going to stop screen sharing for a second. Okay. DJi. Well, I've never owned a GoPro, so I wouldn't know. You know, I can't really comment on that. The Action 4 is my first action camera. I have had one other live streaming camera before, which was the iCoco on air. Still need to make a review on that one because they sent me the iCoco and a bunch of other stuff. So that one's coming. All right, copy. Oh, what am I doing? So that URL, I need to send it to my other phone. And I'm just doing that now. So going from, come on, copy.
Cliff Creed says, YouTube. MediaTek says, does anyone need an action file?
Does anyone need an action file? Do you have one? Cool. I've heard there's connectivity issues with the 5. Whereas the other people I know who have a 4, they've been able to get that to work. Now, I'm sure it's just a matter of time before they can roll out an update or something for it.
Do you use Social Stream Ninja? Love that software.
Social Stream Ninja. Don't know it. I suppose I'll try and look into it. Social Stream Ninja. What is that? Is it for... What is that for? Oops, wrong one. Okay, so in IRL Pro, I'm going to create a new connection, and you do that. I can't screen share this, unfortunately. So, in settings, connections, new connection.
I mean, do you need an Action 5 or Action 4 is good enough?
I'm going to paste the URL from Moblin into this one, and we're going to call this one SRT. So, 1 second, guys. SRT into Moblin. So that's the name of this one. Moblin, or Moblin, however you want to pronounce it. So latency, all that stuff's good. We're going to outgoing connection. Yeah. Stream ID parameter is found. Yeah, please fill out stream ID field instead. Oh, okay, right. So do it separately in this one. Okay, save. Then SRT into Moblin. Just got to open it up. There is a stream ID, a separate one for IRL Pro. Now make sure that SRT into Moblin connection is enabled over here. Four is more than enough. Hold on. Let's see. Stream Ninja. So you love the software, great. Do you need an Action 5 or 4? It's good enough. 4 is good enough. Yeah. So I know from experience getting 4 to work with Moblin, with BellaBox, I can get to work. Whereas my friends who have the 4 and the 5, for example, Kaidi and Eric, they have both. They've had connectivity issues with the 5. And I'm not sure why. It sounds like he's been really thorough with his tests and things, but I'm hoping that an update will fix that. Because what I like about the 5 is the battery life. It lasts like almost double the length of time that this one does. Let's check the battery over here. So we're at 69%, magic number. Okay. Now I need to set up a scene inside of Moblin to receive the SRT connection. So I'll screen share again.
Cliff Creed says, YouTube, MediaTek says, I don't have money for the 5 lol.
But you have a 5. Oh, okay, cool. There you go. Stick with the 4. Yeah, there was a really good sale a month or two ago for the 4. It was so good I couldn't resist. It was normally about 500 New Zealand dollars for the 4, and it went down to $379 locally, which is so cheap.
Says, I use a GoPro 10.
Ah, okay. All right.
Cliff Breeds bot says,
GoPro 10.
at break started. Viewers, please
Oh,
use
so you
this
don't have
time
an
to
action
grab a
camera at
coffee
all?
or your
Ah,
beverage of choice.
in that
Get
case,
comfy and subscribe to support the channel.
don't know.
Thanks.
I don't know. I think the Moblin guys are working on UVC mode, so a camera that can work through webcam mode. You would need to plug a physical cable into your device though, but it might have to be an iPad, not an iPhone, or really, high-end model, new high-end model for that. It's in testing at the moment. Because Eric, I saw a screenshot of him having, let's see, I think he had a phone camera, and then another phone camera in the same scene. Also a webcam via USB-C in there, and another type of screen share. So it was doing quite a lot of stuff. So it's great to see where they're going with it, All right, so is our screen share ready? Go back over to IRL link. All right, we're going to go into our settings. SRTLA server, it is enabled. Great.
MediaTek says, I think the
Box will support Moblin. Oh, actually, yeah, that is good. But it is SRTLA, but you just need an app. Yeah, that's great. Not having to rely on cables and modems. You just use phones. I think that's kind of the future. There's 5G modems or hotspots. They're so expensive, especially here for us down underland. All right, Moblin OBS at home with OBS remote relay bridge. Oh, yep. Hence not having to port forward. Cool. I need to make a video on that, because I know a few folks who can't use port forwarding, so they don't have access to it, and no way to control OBS, like start, stop stream, or a lot of things you can do with the remote. So yeah, that's cool. You forward the video feed from the phone the same, without punching a hole in the file. Yeah? Having to. So I got Moblin to OBS at home with OBS remote relay bridge, hence not having to port forward. Relay bridge. Wait. Hold on. So you don't need Box Cloud either. I was just thinking about that the other day. I was thinking they've got they've got this other thing for the remote, a remote bridge or something. I forget the name. So that you can control OBS using the remote control feature inside of Moblin. But you can also broadcast a video feed through this bridge thing. I have to look into it. I hate phones, yeah. Yep. Sometimes I hate phones too. Alright, so we've got our SRTLA relay server in here working. We need a scene to receive it, so maybe we'll just add it to our, no, not this one, to our OA4 picture-in-picture scene. So I've got one for picture-in-picture, who will say, will it let us? SRT. Can we have 2 picture-in-pictures? Or will the iPhone explode? Ooh. Oh, okay, alright. That's something else then. Cool. Let's try it. I'm going to try 2 picture-in-picture modes inside the same scene with Action 4. I need to turn up the audio on the Moblin phone. I'm going to open up IRL Pro over here, and we're going to start a stream using that new connection. Yeah, I reckon. How hard was that? Oh, we need to change our settings to... I don't know.
No, I was asking if you can do video via it too. The remote is fine with the aux remote relay. YouTube. Red Carpet Media Marketing Group LLC says, I use
This is gonna work.
for small footprint interviews.
SRT-LA error. Failed to connect to SRT-LA. I think hotspot mode needs to be enabled on this phone. I think. Okay. Now, phone will get toasty.
Red Carpet Media Marketing Group LLC says, I like the idea of SRT to aux but for recording. YouTube.
Oh, yeah, cool.
MediaTek says, easy mate, hit me up, I will help you.
Is it going to work now? Timeout starting. Oh no, I need to turn off bonding. Don't need bonding over here. So connections. Bonding. Okay. Port.
What is the one relay remote?
Yeah, I've seen it on the Discord, Moblin Discord, but I don't haven't looked at it properly. And this is the thing I was already thinking of. The one that gives you remote control. Bonding, connections, okay. So SRT into Moblin, Stream ID. Yep. This phone will connections, so Wi-Fi, turn it on. We'll connect this phone.
Sorry for all the questions. Yes, the phones get
okay.
Which is why I need an external camera.
Something.
YouTube. Red Carpet Media Marketing Group LLC says, Black Magic has the bridge device, but my phone's error.
Okay, so I turned on hotspot mode on the iPhone, and I'm connected to the hotspot. So Wi-Fi on here is connected to the hotspot of the iPhone. So I'm thinking now I should be able to send a stream. So start broadcast. Wonder if we can get this to work. Timeout starting bonding connection. Please have internet and ensure no VPN. No, so I don't want bonding. So bonding only, turn that off. Bonding says, so we'll turn off all the bonding on here. Try again. Starting bonding connection, what the? So does SRT-LA always check for bonding? Wonder if I can just pop in SRT. Okay, we'll try that. Just can't connect to server. Ah, no. I'm pretty sure I've gotten this to work. Let's check our stream. 61% battery. Okay, so our Anker battery bank has been doing well, because the iPhone is currently the most power hungry device out of everything I've got, especially with everything that we're doing at the moment. So I'm going to have to give him a thumbs up for the Anker battery bank. It's doing its job. Okay, we've got SRT. And then we'll just check SRT, video source. Oh, hold on, I haven't connected it, that's probably why. So for the widget, SRT, video source, 23, S23, SRT LA. Should we try again? IRL Pro. Start broadcast over here. Starting broadcast. Gonna wait for any errors. Moblin can't connect to server. Hi Jared C. How's it going? Okay. Right. So let's just check this again. So we're connected to the iPhone Wi-Fi. Hotspot mode is enabled. You are good. Great. That's awesome.
I have a question I wanted to ask you.
Okay, what's the question? Ask away while I'm trying to figure this thing out. So SRTLA is enabled. Great. S23 Ultra. Cool. Got our URLs, which I've copied. And I pasted them into my other phone. Can it work while I've got these things simultaneously going? Is it too much on one thing?
Jared C says, is it possible that I can start a screen on my PC and then throughout the stream? Am I able to cut to an IRL stream without stopping and starting?
Let's see, is it possible that I can start a stream on my PC and then throughout the stream, am I able to cut to an IRL stream without stopping and starting the stream? Yes. Yeah, it's just basically another scene in OBS, right? So what you would do is just make sure your scene switching app doesn't go to BRB when you're on your normal scenes. So I could start from home and then switch to my IRL scenes with chat commands. And I've done that. I haven't done it in a while because my office space at the moment doesn't really work for IRL and sort of transitions and stuff. But yeah, I used to start from my office, chat for a bit, go BRB, then restart at my destination, and then vice versa. I'd be IRL, go BRB, and then I'd be back in office. So what I used to do is take photos when everything was working. So take photos, and then we would take a short break, restart, or switch over to the home setup, so that I could edit those photos that I took. Or even, you know, sometimes I would just keep going, and then once I was in the office, I would just switch scenes there. So I'd go from IRL to the webcam. Trying to watch YouTube vids to try and understand what software it is. Ah, okay. Wow, good luck. What was I doing? Try to do stuff and answer questions 101. Hello. Hey, I'm trying to do as much as possible. You're doing okay, right? Doing okay. I would use OBS for my streaming piece on the cams. I want to be able to do IRL streaming sequence throughout my stream. Yeah. Yep, that is what I have. Yeah. My one OBS I actually use for recording my YouTube videos. I just have different scenes for that. And I even have like a streamer bot deck that one is for IRL and one which is for recording YouTube videos. So you just switch to one and then switch back to the other one. It's just OBS, right? One big OBS. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Made OBS remote control relay bridge. It's moment Discord at the moment. Ah, yep, I've seen it. All in clear YT channel. It's all there. There's a lot of what I'm doing for IRL is testing the stuff. So I figure it out in my own head and, we sort of learn together. And then I write all the steps down so I fully understand it and it can be repeated by others, and then I make a video on it. So when you join a live stream, you're actually, seeing all the features first before I make a video on it. And that video could be months away or even longer in some cases. We're going to have to move soon. Yeah, a bit dark. All right, let's try this SRT thing. So broadcast, start broadcast. Waiting for the error. Can't connect to server. Maybe I should try SRTLA because that's what it was originally. So bonding connections. SRT into Moblin. I'm pretty sure I got this working before. Pretty sure. Stream ID. So, yep. SRT into Moblin. So, video. Settings. H264 at the moment. That should be fine, I think. Alright, try again. Now it's going to try bonding. So I'll give it one last shot. Timeout started bonding connection. Please check you have internet and ensure no. Okay. I'll figure it out. I'm going to have to save that for another time, I think. Crack up, you guys. But basically, there is an SRTLA server in there that you can link into. Maybe it's because I'm trying to do two at the same time. I got a feeling that could be why. I'm trying to do too much into poor old Moblin. So I'm just going to go back over, and then we'll turn off the SRTLA server. S23 auto select. So the URLs enabled. Yeah, basically the steps are the same as RTMP. Thinking maybe it doesn't want to allow you to have two going into the same scene or something. I'm sure it's something like that. Perhaps. So not there. This one. It is no longer daylight saving, so it gets a little darker a lot earlier than it did before, which means more low light. So there's my eScooter. Battery bank's in the back. Zip this up. Pop here on my chest mount. Drop that under here. Guys on there. I can still hear you, I think. check out TTS, type a message in, hello. Yep, okay, so that's good. Battery is still plugged in. It's been okay. What do you think? So we're connected now. What are your thoughts? It's quite dark now. Let's see. So minimize that. Check my paper. Actually, let's go somewhere brighter on the scooter. Make sure I got everything. I haven't left something behind. Battery bank's in the bag. Keeping everything charged. That's good. Actually, I better plug my other phone in while we're at it. So Ultra, plugging it in. Find another end. Plug that into the battery bank. Should be getting, oh, actually, what kind of fast charging are we going to get down here? Oops, cable just popped out. Try that again. It's a blue color. "41 minutes till full charge." So I think we might have like proper super fast charging, 45-watt charging with the battery bank. See if I can pull it out of my bag. Do you reading Moblin Discord might need an Android phone for hotspot now? Oh, okay. So we have, well, I'm seeing 11 watts. 11 watts and 8.9 for the other one. 85% battery. Interesting. It does sort of manage how much power to give to each device, so won't always wait like 100% all the time. Alright, I think we're good here. Let's move. Curious about stabilization with HorizonBalancing, also low light. Things should be getting a little fuzzy with the ghosting effect you get with electronic stabilization. Hey, you are welcome. No problems. We're not done, so still got a little bit more to do. I had planned on doing a, oh, okay, can't go this way. I thought there was like a thing, a little ramp. No, gotta go back here. So for this part, this is where you could sort of observe the stabilization and the connection between the Action 4 and the Moblin phone. So it's all through RTMP, how it's sending connection and Wi-Fi. Yeah, so are we going to get any weird audio glitches or anything like that while we're riding around on the eScooter? These sort of little wheel tests. You don't know until you actually do it, you know. What? Zip around here, and a lot brighter in this area, so let's head towards the lights. Wondering if there's somewhere I can prop you guys up. Mana Moana, what is that? Songs of the Pacific. Signature Choir, New Zealand Symphony Orchestra. Wow. Alright, so how are we looking? check our battery. The Action 4 is currently on 48%. So I probably need to plug this in as well, but we'll leave it. Okay. Open Discord, Android phone hotspot now. Yeah, well, if it's in the budget to get a few, you could have like 4 connections. I think that is like for like the worst case scenarios. You wouldn't need all 4, you know, but it'd be good to just have them. I'm thinking of having a 4 connection setup. I think that would be ideal. How are we like that? So I've got you guys on a little selfie stick. Oh, I haven't taken a photo of the gear. Oops. Okay, so I'll take a photo of it now, what it looks like at the moment. I have to remember to do this because my setup keeps changing. Okay, so cheese. Now I will try and share that. There we go. Okay, into there. Yeah? Refresh. Come on. This can't be right. Am I in the right folder? Alright, well, we'll try it. I'm going to upload a photo in here. So, this is of the photo that I just took. So let's see if that works. So back over to IRL link. Ah, no, restarted. No. Show stream. Today's first photo, but is my preview going to show? Preview is a bit stuttery. Is that the preview or is that the stream? Can't tell. Maybe I'll try changing the... Oh, wrong button. So 360p. I'll try one of the other apps. So default app, Twitch. Let's have a look over there. Come on app. So that. Also, I think I'll turn off the low bit rate. Oops. Fine for me. Looks fine for you. Okay. Thank you. I think it was just my preview then. curious about the low light performance on this camera because traditionally my phones look really bad in low light, especially the selfie camera. I think this should be better than the selfie camera on both phones. So we're still looking at little tiny things, you know, little cameras. Also, the stabilization isn't very good on them either. Well, the Ultra in particular doesn't have any, no electronic or optical. So that's why I ended up getting a gimbal, because of low light performance of both phones was not good. Whereas I've been pretty pleasantly surprised by the Action 4. I was expecting to behave very similarly. But I have noticed some weird artifacts in the background. So if you were to sort of pixel peep, you'll be able to see some of the stuff I'm talking about. What they want to do eventually is have you guys out in front of my eScooter like this. So a way for you to be able to see what I'm looking at, but also to be able to see me. So I'd like to be able to do that at some point. But yeah, currently we have to do it purely as POV. I'm also thinking that our Pokemon Go challenge, Catch 200, is a bust for today because the Moblin stuff took up the bulk of the stream. That's fine. We will eventually do it. That is definitely on the cards, a future stream. Oops. Be careful. Pop you back on the chest mount, and we're going to ride back into the city. Put my tripod away. Just let you know there won't be a bonus stream tomorrow. I have other commitments to attend. So nothing tomorrow, but there might be one on Sunday. I'm having the Saturday, Sunday streams be where I test BellaBox. Pause! Okay. Thank you for hanging out and for the chat. We'll see you around. More videos coming soon. And yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, all good. Okay. Let's have a better ride. Oh, how's our battery? We're not charging, so perhaps I need to unplug, replug. Let me check the battery bank. %down here. And just try reconnecting the iPhone. So we are charging. Okay. That was awesome. Let's open up IRL link over here. And battery bank 81%. It's been charging two phones, iPhone and 14 watts and 6.2 watts for the other one. Maybe I'll try switching ports. $19 now and 9 watts. So C2 is giving 17 watts to the Ultra. We're not streaming over here, so I will just make sure we're not using anything we don't need. So turn Wi-Fi off. Hotspot and tethering is on, which we need for the Action 4. Now just reopen IRL link. Alright, sweet. Let's go for a ride. Low light stream with the Action 4. Hey Ray, how's it going? How are you doing? Notice you've done a couple of streams. Whoa, I've got to be careful. Right, I think I need to have some lights on. It is a bit dark. Tacos, yum. Okay, the light is on, but it's been blocked. What kind of tacos did you have, Ray? We are taco fans over here. Tacos in this channel go way back. Okay, you see our light? I feel like it's been a while since I've had tacos. Probably hasn't. It just feels like it. Yummy, yum tacos. Glorious tacos. My iPhone went flying earlier, so just be a little extra careful. Can't have that again. It was inside this cradle thing too, but I don't think it was secured properly. But it popped out, landed on the ground, thankfully not cracked. It's about the second or third time that's happened this week with either my iPhone or the S23 Ultra. And both occasions, my phones have been okay, fortunately. But I don't want to tempt fate. Because eventually, if it happens enough times, I'm going to have 2 cracked phones. I think these cases that I've got are doing their job, keeping the screens protected. I tell you what, that was scary both times. Picked up my phone. Breath of relief, I tell you. Yeah, I do not need broken phones at the moment. That'll be game over. No more videos. I say I laugh in a sort of happy crying laugh. Okay, breathing stop again. Still haven't figured out why that keeps happening. Super annoying, so I like to hear what's happening on the stream. The preview. Tacos. Riding straight into blend. Curious about the audio there. I picked up any of the wind noise. Should be a familiar area for some of you. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh yeah, preview. $50? Ouch. What's that including a tip? I hope those are some amazing tacos. Right, the world's best tacos. eScooter then today. Scooters everywhere. Oh, yeah. So, a couple tacos, maybe a beverage, I don't know, Coke Zero or something. I suppose, yeah, it all adds up, eh? Well, that feels a nice lunch. You gotta treat yourselves every now and again. It's good to save money, but yeah. We don't get Dr. Pepper here, right? And for us, it's quite a quiet taste. I tried it when I went over to the US for the first time. Oh, okay, alright, interesting. Oh, what's this? Empty stalls. Oh, actually, I think there was something on it earlier today, like a market or some kind. Queens Wharf and Palmer. Yeah, great. How's it going? How have you been? What have you been up to? Done any live streaming? Very active in the city today. It's Friday after. Let's see. How's our stream looking? From the preview, it looks fine. It's pretty good down there. So yeah, I wish I could take photos right now. Now that I've sorted out all my Twitch VODs, downloaded them all, that's one problem out of the way. It took all week. I can focus on other things, like trying to get my Fuji photos to pop up on stream. It worked until it didn't. So I've got an idea of how to do it. Just need to put aside some time to work on it. So you could see the return of Fuji photos back on the stream. This month is a pretty busy one. Restream. Yeah, Restream's great. So I'll check their message. Missed a little bit of it. And find somewhere to stop. Oh, can't go there. Alright, I agree. Well, the guy is going to get me into copyright trouble with YouTube. Which will make it easy to stream to Twitch. Then I switched the Twitch video from the second channel, and from OBS goes my channel into second Twitch. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not a car. I'm alright. It was a pedestrian light. I'm kind of a pedestrian, so we're alright. If I was a car, it's very naughty. Try and zip past the fleet guy. Oh yeah, in case you missed it, I'm on my eScooter at the moment, so, you know, it's kind of like a big bicycle. More copyright music, it's for sure going to get into trouble. YouTube's going to be on me. There you see the eScooter. This video, or live stream, has been demonetized due to such and such a song playing in the background. What happened? Uh-oh. Something happened. I think we're okay, right? Usually I associate that with my stream going down. You know, video with the audio, everything breaking. No stream. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, oh, that's the other thing, I suppose. Yeah, YouTube picks up on everything. If a street performer's playing a song, it'll know that song. It'll say that your channel has not received a copyright strike, but due to this song being played, blah 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 blah. So now I just cut the whole thing out, that whole segment of the live stream on YouTube, just cut it. Oh, what is this? Whoa! This is cool. I didn't know this was here. What is this? It's like big doggies. Is that copyright music? Right, 5 photos for sure. Right, agree. Let's see. Okay. 2 million legs, yeah. Stream will make all the legs, yeah. And then no helps to refresh and there'll be a second. After the stream block, yep. Always with the remote control. So I want to put message by switch back stream block max. Okay. Photo. Alright, let's grab one of these doggos, a purple one, or maybe these two right here. White drop. Grab it. Kids are all my fingers. Copyright song. They're gonna get me in trouble. For multiple cameras. Oh, whoa, battery on this is low. Okay, we need to plug in the action camera. So swapping out the iPhone power for the action camera. We are now charging at 23%, so it's no longer green. What's our battery bank like? %73%. And plug in our Ultra. Ultra plugged in. Ultra's still not charging, it's not plugged in properly. Now we're plugged in. $19 watts of charging and 4.7 watts for the action camera. And we're at 73% battery for the new Anker Okay. IRL gaming stream. Let's this software. Cool. Sweet. Well, hopefully it works out. Something comes out of that. Yeah. I want to run around this thing like a kid. Hey, this would be awesome, eh? I want to jump on these things. But I think I'm a bit too big for this. Basically the same. So I got like doggo ones like this. So lots of them. 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, maybe 2 for each one of these giant things. And then the taller ones are another one. You have to go. Okay, all good. I agree. Yeah. CB radio stream. Oh, okay. Well, I will try. No guarantees. Thanks for popping in and for the chat. And yeah, good luck with the other streamer. I think I need a quick button. Display button for run for overlays. Yeah, maybe that one. Okay. So this button gives me a nice clean view of my stream. See what's happening. On again to see the chat. It's a lot less cluttered. So it works better as a preview. This is cool. Let's grab another thing. Switch messages without streamer auto switch messages. Yeah, it's kind of like a playground. I think it's fun. Music I like. Especially now that we're going to get darker earlier. It's 7 PM now, it's not all that late. Things like this are great fun. I can walk through there with my eScooter. Yeah, it's pretty big. Alright, let's try to walk through it. I guess you can. There's free. That's good. Free is always good. Okay, let's see. Lost Dogs Disco. We love pets, but please don't jump on our backs. We've run all the way from Melbourne to see you and need a little rest. Give us pets and hugs instead. Please do not ride bikes and scooters for installation. I didn't ride it. I walked through it. So I wasn't riding. Probably should have read that first. Sideway. Now I can ride around it. Maybe if I have you on a little mini tripod or a tripod. Hand holding, and I'll put you on the handle. Okay, let's just try it this way. Go over a bump. Over slowly. Look. Flatter. It's okay. Okay. good place to wrap things up. Thank you all for joining me today. It's been a good one. Tested a lot of Moblin stuff. Wasn't able to get SRTLA to work from another device into Moblin, but we tested basically everything else. Also didn't get to do the Catch 200 challenge. We will do that eventually. So stay tuned. It's going to happen. On the activity side of things, Linear One gave out a community sub. So I thank Linear One for doing that. I also want to thank Masingo and I believe Celery Bay for YouTube members. And I believe I've got 4 Twitch subscribers. So I want to thank you guys as well for being awesome. Yeah, that's us here from Auckland. Pretty much. Hello and bye. Have a good one. See you around.